No, not nearly loud enough. Right, I want all the people in the cake queue to make as much noise as possible because we need to be able to hear you in here. We're going to get started just because of time, but don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. If you're still queuing for cake, I completely understand why, by the way. Right, we're going to try that again. So I'm going to say you're right, and you're going to give me the biggest cheer, because this is the biggest Spirit of Manchester audience we have ever had. There's 350 of you here this evening. So I'm going to say you're right, and then I'm going to get the biggest cheer we have ever had at the awards. Ready? You're right, Manchester? Right, you're going to have to do that again many, many times this evening. So, hello, good evening, and welcome to the Spirit of Manchester Awards 2024. That's it, that's your second one, right? And shan it over if you're celebrating tonight, by the way. Lord Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues and friends, it's my very great pleasure to welcome you to the Spirit of Manchester Awards, celebrating Manchester's fantastic volunteers, charities, community groups, faith communities, social enterprises, and basically the thousands and thousands of people all around our city who believe that life can be better and are doing something about it. My name's Mike Wild, I'm the Chief Exec of MAC, and MAC is a charity which has one purpose, and that is Manchester. Our job is to make more good stuff happen in this city, so we support and celebrate, and all the stuff you're going to hear about tonight, we're involved with all of it, and I'm really proud of the amazing local voluntary community and social enterprise sector that we have. We help set up new groups, we help develop existing organisations, we help people find funding. I've got some funding news this evening. Those of you who are fundraisers, you will want to listen carefully to some stuff I'm going to say later. And we help encourage and cajole the whole sector. We help local people be active in their communities. We run the city's volunteer centre. Volunteer centre colleagues are dotted around the room today. We help organisations work with partners like the City Council, the NHS, with businesses, and we're a membership organisation, so we're like a huge network of people and organisations who want to work together to be an active force for good and an inspiring voice in the life of our city. And as you might have seen on the screens while you've been waiting, membership of MAC is available. It is free. So if you're not a member, and we know which of you aren't, we've done the calculations and we've got a list. Please do get in touch with one of us and join up. It's really great to have more people involved. The more voices we have, the better. Tonight is the moment when we stand up and celebrate all of this stuff. But it's not just about applause, though you are going to be doing a lot of applauding. It's also a moment to stand up and say what matters to us, to focus on the compassion and the kindness and the ringtones and the humanity that characterises our VCSE sector and our tech sector. It's to celebrate, really, the beautiful diversity of Manchester's communities. What we celebrate tonight is, like I say, it's people getting on, making their patch of the world better for everybody in it. It's a story of Mancunian gumption and organised kindness. And in a time when I'm sure we're all seeing there's so much division and fear around at the moment, overseas, and even, sadly, more recently, we've seen it on our own streets as well. Tonight, as much as anything, is a rejection of fear and hatred. It's a celebration of the hope and the beauty and the strength in our communities and what we can do when we work together to build better for the future. That's all throughout all the stories you're going to hear and see this evening. So, to get us underway, it is my pleasure now to introduce our guest of honour for the evening, the Lord Mayor of Manchester, Councillor Paul Andrews. Thanks, Paul. Really appreciate it.
I took the long way round because I didn't want to trip up in front of everybody. As Lord Mayor of Manchester, I am delighted and honoured to be speaking to you at the 2024 Spirit of Manchester Awards ceremony. I am a very proud Mancunian. I was born in Manchester, and I have spent the majority of my working life as a councillor in this great city. I recognise the challenges that our communities face and the vital role that our voluntary, community and social enterprise organisations have in supporting them. Manchester has communities, families and individuals who really need significant help and continue to feel the pressure of the rising cost of living, with those residents already in disadvantaged positions being hit the hardest. I know that Manchester's voluntary community and social enterprise sector remains committed to supporting our residents through the provision of an enormous range of services providing support with housing and homelessness, food, substance misuse, childcare and education abuse, to name but a few. On behalf of Manchester City Council, I would like to thank each and every one of you for your ongoing dedication and commitment. I know that alongside the Council and other key agencies, Manchester's voluntary community and social enterprise sector will continue to work tirelessly to provide effective services, compassion and hope to those who need it. The Spirit of Manchester Awards were established 12 years ago to highlight and to celebrate the sector's incredible work, commitment and achievements. The Spirit of Manchester Awards continue to recognise the difference that the thousands of volunteers, community groups and socially minded businesses make to this great city. Congratulations to all the individuals, groups and organisations who have been nominated for one of this year's Spirit of Manchester Awards. You should all be extremely proud of yourselves. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I wish every one of you all success for the future. Thank you very much.
Am I back on? Thank you, Lord Mayor. I love the fact, as the Lord Mayor's just said, this is the 12th Spirit of Manchester Awards. And at every single one of them, the Lord Mayor of Manchester has been present. Even during lockdown, when we were online only, the Lord Mayor made sure that there was time to send us a message. And I think that just says a lot about the commitment that our Lord Mayor have shown over the years to the voluntary sector. So, how's the cake queue doing? This is a new added dimension for this year's awards. Right, I can see somebody waving from the back of the cake queue. So they are still within visual range, which is good. Right, we're just going to have to plough on. As long as there's no fights breaking out over cake, I suppose that's good. I don't know if any public health colleagues want to intervene, by the way. No? Okay. Right, so I'm going to do a few bits of housekeeping. We are going to try and finish by 10:30. 10:30 for the event, not just the cake queue. I will do my best to keep us to a strict timetable. There are no more speeches. You are going to be hearing rather a lot of me, I'm afraid, but we can't help that. My lovely Mac colleagues are dotted around the room, and they're all wearing lanyards with their names on. Can you stand up, guys? If you're not around, they're dotted around everywhere. They're all sort of guarding different tables and things like that, so they'll be around to help you with any of the stuff that we're going to go through this evening. And their job basically is to make sure that you have a good time tonight and check in with you about everything. All the housekeeping stuff around emergency exits, fire alarms. The emergency exits are over there. There's a green sign, or over there if we're directed that way. There are no fire alarms planned or anything like that. Obviously, you do not use the lift. The escalator, as you may have noticed, isn't working, so you just proceed down the stairs and assemble in the car park. Toilets. The toilets are over in that corner there. We will have a short break just before 9 o'clock. But, you know, this isn't school. You don't need to put your hand up if you need to go. Just get up and go. But you will have to buy raffle tickets to come back and sit down again. Well, if you can get past the staff who are trying to sell them to you, good luck with that. Thank you, Val. We do have a space set aside as a prayer room or a quiet room. If anybody wants to use that, just speak to the nearest member of the team that's around. Lots of the stories you'll see tonight are really powerful, and that's absolutely as it should be, but if it is getting a bit overwhelming for you and you want to step out, we've got the quiet space, or there's plenty of space at the back there. We understand it's okay if you need to. There are drinks available throughout the evening on your tables. If there is anything else that you need, just speak to a member of staff. Sorry about the fact there is no bar, but, you know, just help yourself to whatever's available, basically. So, some technical stuff first. We are webcasting live on YouTube. So, let's give all the people on YouTube a big cheer. So, hello, YouTube! Right, they'll hear that in about 1 minute and 30 seconds, I reckon, or something like that. And we're going to have to test that in a minute. So I just want to say a huge thank you to our tech partners, Visair, who are helping us with the webcast, and you see they've got cameras dotted around the room and everything. The next bit is we have photographers around. You might see... let me just get this right. There's a lot to remember here. Anthony is around with the camera. And I don't know if... I haven't seen Hugh yet. No, Hugh's not here. Oh, well. There's definitely Anthony here. Oh, Anthony's there. Sorry. And Anthony's friend. Sorry, I don't know your name. Well, we've got some colleagues around taking photographs. If we have asked people to let us know if they don't want to be photographed. It can be difficult to avoid capturing you in a photo, but if you want to make sure that if we do inadvertently capture you in a photograph, we won't use it, and we won't use it. But this is partly about telling the story, so we need lots of good pictures from this evening. So you should have a yellow lanyard on from colleagues, I think, if they've been sorted out. Okay. Phones. If you're here in the room, because I'm conscious I also have to talk to our lovely YouTube audience. Hi, guys. Please turn your phone to silent. Do not turn it off. You're going to need your phone. So one thing you can use your phone for, just to say as well, this is a party where it's okay to spend some time looking at your phone. You're not being rude. You're actually taking part in the way this works. So don't worry. If you need to spend some time on your phone and look at stuff, that's part of how this happens. Isn't it nice to have a party like that? One thing you can use your phone for example, is to help us spread the word about all these stories. This is all about the stories tonight. It's not really about who wins and who doesn't. It's about the stories. I want to ask for your help in sharing those stories. We're celebrating and applauding all this stuff that goes on in communities, and we want more of it to happen. So telling the story is a way to encourage more people to get involved. So tonight, until you leave the room, you are all now co-opted in as volunteers in Manchester's VCSE communications team. So if you're on any social media whatsoever, can you please either share stories or retweet them or reshare them or whatever you're on, to help get the stories of our communities and our people out there. You can also say who you want to thank. If there's somebody you want to celebrate tonight that we're, not talking about necessarily, tell us on Twitter or Facebook or whatever you're using, Instagram, TikTok, all the stuff that's even more obscure that I'm far too old to know about. That's the hashtag, Spirit of MCR24, and we will be going live to our social media watchdog team for a couple of updates. So if there is anybody you want to get a name check for, you can tell us through social media, and we'll get those read out later in the evening. And also, if you think about it, that's a way of training the algorithms to be a bit more positive about things that are going on that are great in communities. So there's a bit of influencing there. And they're also monitoring the chat on YouTube as well, for those of you who are taking part through the web. The next thing you can use your phone for, you'll see there is the Spirit of Manchester Fund. That's what the raffle tickets are all about. This is about, basically, I want to ask you to give us some money so I can give it away. As part of the programme of Spirit of Manchester, we just do a bit of fundraising as we go along so that we can give out mini grants to local organisations. You can find in the booklet on your tables and all the information that's dotted around, you can find examples of things that we've funded through fundraising at this event in the past. None of that money is for Mac. We don't take a penny of it. We just get it out there because it's part of the work that we want to do. It will make a difference. It will help. There's been some brilliant stories just of the mini grants that we've put out. Those of you in the room have a unique opportunity, a highlight of the awards every year, to take part in the amazing Spirit of Manchester raffle. Can I get an ooh? No, I need a bigger ooh. Ooh! That's it, basically. So, as you'll have seen, we have Mac colleagues stationed around the tables, encouraging, did I say that sinisterly enough, people to buy raffle tickets for one of the 19 raffle prizes that we have. And we actually had so many raffle prizes this year that we've bundled a few of them together, so they are pretty substantial raffle prizes. As well as that, we have some special items that we're going to auction, and I'll tell you about those later. And we also have, as is traditional at Spirit of Manchester Awards, a special prize draw at the end of the evening. There is no need to buy a ticket. Everybody who's in the room, your name has been put into the special prize box, and you will have a chance to win that fabulous mystery prize. Now you're getting the hang of it. You see, this side are doing better than you. Yeah. Competition, stir the audience up. That's good. Don't worry if you missed any of that. Oh, is that the last person at the cake trolley? Wow. Well done, everyone. You got through that quick. Don't worry if you missed any of that. There's loads of information on your tables about how all this works. It includes the stuff we're going to explain now about voting, the donations, the links, the raffle links. It's all on cards that have been put on your table, including the Wi-Fi code. Has everybody managed to get on the Wi-Fi who needs to? If you haven't, ask your nearest member of staff from the Mac team. They're the ones with the lanyards. Right. So, who's been to the Spirit of Manchester Awards before? Well, you didn't enjoy it very much by the sound of it. Who's been to the Spirit of Manchester Awards before? That's better. Who hasn't been? Who's a newbie? Right, welcome to you guys particularly. And to those of you who are maybe watching this online, I need to tell you how this works, because this probably isn't like an awards that you've been to before. Every year at Mac, we pick a number of categories about things that we want to highlight that are important about the way charities and voluntary groups and community groups and faith organisations and social enterprises work. The things, like I say, we want to encourage and celebrate. And really, that's the only bit of it that Mac actually controls. Because what we do is we then send out, and hopefully many of you saw this because that's how you got here, an invitation for nominations against all those different categories. And we get hundreds and hundreds, and I was saying to Jez earlier, we were laughing about the fact that actually we make the judges' job more difficult every year, and that's a goal I am very proud to keep pushing on. We get so many nominations in, and those stories themselves are incredible. But to narrow it down, we have a panel of judges. They're completely independent, so they're people who volunteer what increasingly takes several days to go through the shortlist. And they give us 3 against each category, with a couple of exceptions, which I'll talk about. And after that, we work with those people or those organisations to make a little film about each one of them. So tonight, what will happen is I will introduce each category, I will introduce you to the nominees, and then we will watch the films, and then you will vote for the winner. And I include you on YouTube. So you are going to decide what happens this evening, not us. This is about community power, remember? So, first thing I need to do is thank the judges who went through all those shortlists. So, can you please put your hands together for Alexandra King-Byatt, Keisha Thompson, Samuel Remiakinwale, Nakib Narat, and once again, the chair of our judges, the irreplaceable Jez Myers. Thank you so much. This job gets more and more difficult. There is a brochure on our website with all the shortlisted nominees. We've got some printed copies on the tables. Information about our supporters is in all that as well, so do please take time to have a look at it. If you're watching on YouTube, there should be a link going into the chat around that now. So, I said you need your phones. You're going to need your phones to vote with. We'll be using a system called Slido. There's a link going up there. There's also a QR code. Has everybody got a phone handy? what will happen is we will share that link to the voting page, and you can keep it open all evening. It's fine. Once you're logged in, the questions for each category will pop up automatically. You don't need to register or anything like that. Just go onto that page, and it'll all happen in front of your very eyes. The copies of it all are on your table as well, by the way. I will introduce the categories. I'll introduce the nominees. We'll watch the films. And then when I say go, you'll have 30 seconds to tick on Slido which one you want to vote for. 30 seconds might not sound very long, but literally you are just going click, and that's it. So to give you a chance to try it out, and there are Mac colleagues around will help if you're struggling with this. We're going to have a test question. So this isn't a vote, this is just a test question. Just have a go at it. Are we ready to go with the test question? Okay. So, a well-known British actor died the other day, but not the one you're thinking of. Right? This is where my nerdy side comes out, because I set the test question. This is a guy called David Graham. He was 99 years old, but you probably wouldn't recognize his name or his face, because he was most famous as a voice. So the test question is, what was he famous for being the voice of? Was he Grandpa Pig in Peppa Pig? Was he the voice of the Daleks in Doctor Who? Or was he the voice of Parker in Thunderbirds? So, when I say go, you're going to have 30 seconds to pick the answer. So, ready? Go! And get used to this pirate music. Is everybody working that okay? I see lots of heads down on phones. Good. Okay. Now, the trick here is that because we're running slightly, YouTube is running slightly behind, we now have a bit of a lag because they've only just heard me say vote now. So we've now got to wait for them to catch up. 30 seconds. Okay. So I have to now waffle for a few minutes while we wait for YouTube to catch up, and this is where we're going to check how long people. If you think of it, they're in a separate time zone. Right? What we're going to do is use our carbon-based multi-dimensional chronometric analyzer to produce a real-time estimate of the temporal differential envelope, which basically means Jack's going to look at his watch and tell me. Okay, have we got a result? Ooh, we're in. Right. Do we know the scores? Does it matter? Okay. You can see on your phones, you were all right, because it was all of them. So that's a nice way to start the evening. Nobody got it wrong. Yes, he was Parker in Thunderbirds and came back in Thunderbirds Or Go as well, which I thought was really good. Anyway, right. So you can see how the voting works, right? We will hopefully be able to repeat that. So before we get on to our first award, there is one last bit of preparation we need to do. Shh. Right, okay. I want you to start moving your hands like that. Just very, very gently. Start moving your hands and then start putting them together very, very quietly. And when we're going to get louder and louder and louder, and we're going to break the microphones that are sending this over to YouTube, because we're going to get it very, very loud any minute now. So I will ramp us up. So we go up a bit, and up a bit, and get louder and faster and louder. And I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to really go for it. Ready? 3, 2, 1! Right. That's the one. Right. That's the kind of noise I want to hear every time we get one of these amazing people up onto stage. So First award is Volunteer of the Year. Okay, the best bit of the work we do at MAC is the amazing people that we get to meet. Fantastic people in local communities, often who never get recognised, never get their story told. Tonight, we're going to introduce you to some of those people and those organisations. So where else would we start in the voluntary sector but the volunteers, the amazing volunteers? There are 162,000 people in Manchester who take part in volunteering every year. That's just Manchester. That's incredible. They give their time, their energy, their skills. They are working hard all the time, despite all the other pressures that are going on. We know how hard times are. We know people still want to do stuff to help, and they're under pressure themselves. And yet, every time there's an emergency, every time there's an extra ask, volunteers come out. We saw it during the pandemic. We've seen it every crisis that there's been. You are about to meet some proper community heroes. So, please welcome to the stage the nominees. Holly Taberner, Sammy Minshall, and Maria Romanenko. Where are you, folks? Are you coming up? Okay. Keep the clapping going. It's a long way up from down there. So, right. And let's roll the films. So remember, pay attention, because you've got to pick one of these in a minute.
Volunteering for MASH for 7 years now. I just love charity. I love that they support vulnerable women in Manchester. I like feeling like I'm making a difference in someone's life. I think I've got better at speaking to people and giving them support when they're going through a tough time. I've seen some of the women completely turn their lives around since they started coming to MASH, especially when we get them housing or we're kind of doing this bigger casework with them. But some of them just come in for a brew and to do artwork with us, and that's lovely as well that they have like a nice community here to support them.
She's developed some very valuable relationships with the women that use the centre, and I'm sure that the women that use the centre will be extremely proud if she wins this award.
When the volunteers were allowed to return to the service during COVID, she was among the first to go back out with us on the streets during what was still quite a scary time.
She has spoken at events for us, she's done many fundraisers for us, she's encouraged her friends and networks to donate to MASH, and that's all on top of the hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours she's donated to MASH as a volunteer.
What a valuable asset she is to our volunteering team.
I'm Sammy Minshall, and I've been volunteering for many years now, but in the last 3 years we've had a community grocer, which is helping people to budget better and affordable food for them when they're struggling. I've been involved in my community now for 25 years. I suppose I get many things out of volunteering. I can honestly actually say it's actually my life.
This house is special, and it's the people that make the difference. Sammy is exceptional. She's priceless. She's there for us. It doesn't matter what it is, and she gives us food. She cares about us. I thought nobody cared about us, but I was wrong. She cares from the heart, and she shows that through her actions, and that is the most important thing.
Even when you're going through things yourself, it makes me happy to know that other people are happy too.
In order to cross into Poland, we were faced with 23 or so hours on foot in this big crowd of tens of thousands of people, and we had no food, no water. Sort of stopped feeling like a human being, because you just kind of feel like some sort of animal in a barn.
all the information which Maria interpreted to us helped me a lot to settle down in the area.
It makes them understand the city, understand the culture, they ask us all sorts of questions.
Yeah, Maria is a great volunteer and we really appreciate what she did for Ukrainians.
Okay, so you know how this goes now? Ready to start voting? Is everybody logged in? So you can start voting now. These lights are really blinding. Squint like a pirate. Fabulous. Okay. Still voting. Okay, right, so you should have done voting, so we'll just let the people on YouTube know that we've stopped voting in the room, but they'll have been carried on. Although by the time they hear this, they'll stop. I just want to say something quickly about volunteering while we're getting the result in, and I say this every year because it's important. The word voluntary means by choice. By definition, volunteering is not and cannot be compulsory. If somebody is giving their time for free, you call it volunteering and you call it nothing else. You might have noticed earlier this year there was a bit of nonsense in the national media about a new kind of national service where young people were going to be told they've got to do 27,000 hours of voluntary rubbish. It ain't happening. It was never going to happen. It was nonsense. Max supports the Keep Volunteering voluntary campaign. We refuse to take part in any schemes which force people into so-called volunteering in order to keep their welfare benefits, and we ask everybody else in the public and voluntary sector to do exactly the same. Have we got a result? Right. Volunteer of the Year, Sammy Minshall. Keep the noise going up. She's got to come all the way back onto the stage to get this. Seconds, because I need to tell the YouTube people they've only had 30 seconds. Yeah. Okay, well done, Sammy. Right, just ironing out the YouTube time lag thing. That's always fun. Right, so the next award is Volunteering Team of the Year. So this award celebrates teams of volunteers who come together and deliver fantastic work as a group. That's a perfect illustration of something that's really important to us at MAC. The power of collaboration. We actually have a whole team around collaboration. People pooling their skills and talents to work together on a shared cause. So, start clapping again. Please welcome to the stage the nominees from Caritas Salford, Manchester Central Food Bank, and Shine. Come on, keep the applause going, keep it going. Come on, guys. Come on, folks. Yep. I'll get that out of the way for you. Yeah. Right. This is going to be one of those ones where the stage gets very crowded. I love it. Right. So while they're joining us, let's start playing the films.
At Caritas Salford, our reach extends far beyond our name, helping to serve the people of the City of Manchester and beyond. Our services help people facing crisis, experiencing poverty, homelessness and discrimination.
We'll do it in groups.
None of this would be possible without the incredible work of a team of over 270 volunteers. They work in different ways through our different services, helping to make a profound difference whether it's from tending to our community allotments to help grow healthy food, helping to serve fresh food in our day centres, lending a helping hand in our various services, or perhaps supporting our fundraising activities.
I volunteer because I enjoy helping and meeting people from all different backgrounds and faiths.
Enjoy helping doing cooking, cleaning, washing towels, get everything cleaned up, ready for the end of the day. I was suffering depression, and since I started doing cornerstone, and it keeps me confident going and getting more stronger and getting more healthier.
They are the heart and soul of our organisation and embody compassion and dedication in every task they undertake.
I'm Jan and I'm volunteer coordinator for Manchester Central Food Bank. Our volunteers, they are the lifeblood of our food bank, and in the last year we've seen a soaring number of clients. The people in crisis in need has escalated by a third.
We're a really close-knit group of friends. We actually become really good friends with a lot of our clients. People come here when they're going through some of the hardest times in their life, and it's quite a privilege to be able to support them with that.
We're now seeing 1,500 clients every month at our 3 sites. They've stepped up to the challenge. They've put in the perspiration packing emergency food parcels for our clients, and they provided the inspiration by listening to our client with empathy.
None of us really know when we might need support from other people, but actually we've got a fantastic team here, and we're a little community of our own.
They are truly an amazing lot, and I'm very happy to nominate them.
And I'm the founding member of Shine, which stands for sobriety, hope, inspirations, new beginnings and empowerment. So people in recovery, we do Zoom meetings, we've got a mums meeting, we have a men's group, 24/7 WhatsApp group, a mixed meeting, a free gym session, we have an allotment, we grow our own vegetables, onions growing, we've got all sorts. It's about connection, being out in nature. It's a beautiful place. Breakfast mornings at 3 bases over Manchester, which is run by volunteers. Everyone wants to give back. We have a brilliant choir. We have a sober lounge, the Saints and Sinners events that we have, a holistic therapy session. We have sound baths, meditation, social media, 1,000 people following us on there. Basically Shine, friendly atmosphere. It's somewhere to go when you need to speak to someone. We've all been through the same thing. People love us.
I told you it was going to be tough to make decisions. Right, you know how this works now, voting time again. So start voting now. In this bit, in the old days, voting buttons on tables, so I'd have to read them all out again. You've all got them in front of you now, so I just stand here. I don't know if you've noticed the Spirit of Manchester Award trophies. Everybody who wins gets one of these. These are made for us, as always, by Ellie McIntosh, who's a local artist. And she comes up with a different design every time. She never seems to run out of ideas. They're amazing. So thank you to Ellie for her work on those, as always. And I love it when I'm out and about visiting organisations and see one of the trophies, and then I think, I know that design. That was 17. Great. Right, I think we're done with the 30 seconds of voting, so we'll just wait for YouTube to catch up. Thank you, Martin. It's my glamorous assistant. And the winner of Volunteering Team of the Year is Shine. Up you come, guys. Keep clapping for them while they come back on stage. You can do all that when you're back up here. And I love the way they brought the newest member of the team with them as well, who's been very well behaved. The mascot, very good. We're going back off that way now. Thanks. Yes, that was for you too. Bye-bye. Do you know a scary thing? We had 2015, second awards we had. Rebecca from Odd Arts brought her baby up on stage. He started high school a few weeks ago. I felt old. So, next award is Young Volunteer of the Year. This is supported by Clyde & Co. So to present the award, I'd like to invite to the stage Caroline Loving and Latoya Robinson. There they are. So, thank you. This is one where we invite the judges to pick an outright winner so that we can announce it in Volunteers Week, which takes place in June. So, you're not voting on this one. Instead, we're going to watch a short film, and then we're going to do the presentation. So, here we go.
What is your job as a volunteer at the Manchester Youth Zone?
My role at the Manchester Youth Zone is to help kids develop their STEM skills as well as their social skills through Makerspace. This can be a range of things between making Lego and making badges, t-shirts, just stuff that they'd want to do while not even realising they're developing the skills.
So please welcome to the stage Amelia McCallum. Take a bow. Keep going. Keep going. Ray. We're done. Thank you. Congratulations. Right. We're doing quite well on time, you'll be glad to know, so that's good. The next category is Trustee or Committee Member of the Year. Because, you know, volunteers are really important, but they're the heart and soul of the voluntary sector. But there's one group that we feel deserves a special mention because they play a unique role in the way our organisations literally work. Being a charity trustee or a committee member of a local organisation or a director of a community interest company or whatever means you're giving your time and skills and insights for free into the way an organisation works. It means you're putting your effort into making sure that the organisation's doing the right things, doing them safely, doing them well, being effective. How many trustees have we got in the room? Put your hand up if you're a trustee of an organisation. I know some of you are, because some of Mac's trustees are here. Thank you, all of you, for the time you put into that. It's a really, really important role. This award celebrates the qualities, knowledge and skills they bring to the board or committee, how they support other trustees or committee members, because they are a group, and how they are a champion for the organisation. So please welcome the nominees, Jane Carroll, Colette Cronshaw and Katiba Ramadan. Come on, keep the noise going while they come up on stage. Oh, right. Okay. Apparently Colette can't be here, so Kath is collecting on her behalf. That's really kind. Thank you, Kath. Hi. Right, let's start the films.
So I joined LiveShare about 3.5 years ago, volunteering in a marketing position. And then towards the last summer, autumn, I was asked by the team whether I'd come on as a trustee, and I gladly accepted.
Jane's a joy to be around. She's a force of nature, and yes, she's really put a professional angle to any campaign that we do, so we're very proud to have Jane on board.
So as a trustee for LiveShare, I look at 3 different areas. So funding, obviously, is really important to us. I very much focus on marketing side of things. And the other thing is money and strategy. So as a trustee, I feel it's my responsibility to also open the charity up to other avenues. So since I joined the board of LiveShare, you get a different perspective on the charity, and you can see challenges, you can see opportunities. You're also working with a really amazing team of people who are also giving up their time and their skills and resources to try and push the charity forward.
They really took a punt on me because I was the first service user to get a role on the board, and it's not no little thing. During the pandemic, we had to think, right, what are the essential services? What can we deliver? What can't we? It was Sue's Space that advised on that.
Courageous.
Dynamic, down to earth, and absolutely gets it.
Creative, generous role model.
Fiercely dedicated and powerful advocate.
Wow, proud moment, so proud. Like, I was sat in the meeting, I'm like, oh my God, I'm actually here.
Right, so voting time again. So start voting now. Another message to somebody wanting to know what STEM stands for. It's science, technology, engineering, and maths. Maybe that was the question that's being asked. I must admit I had to look back at my time. While we're waiting for the voting to finish, I'd just say, if you've never been a trustee of a local charity or community group or running an organisation, I really urge you to think about it, because it's actually a really great way to learn stuff. It will give you a unique insight into how organisations work. It's not about knowing everything. Apologies to my trustees if they sound wrong, but you don't have to be an expert on everything. The whole point is you're asking questions. You're saying, tell me why that works. Tell me what happens. What should we do? Thinking. I always think there's a bit too much mystique around being a trustee. Actually, you should just be a good member of the community who's interested in stuff happening. So, to announce the winner, I am going to invite one of our own trustees up to the stage. Unfortunately, our chair, Roger, is ill today, so please welcome Mona Musa.
So the winner is Colette Cronshaw.
Congratulations, Colette, if you're watching online. Right, thank you, Mona. And the next category is... I need a bigger lectern or a smaller script. Volunteer involving organisation. So obviously, with encouraging people to get involved in volunteering, it's really important that the organisations they work in and support and, you know, give their time and energy to actually cherish them and look after them. Volunteering effort is freely given, like I said, but it needs to be supported and nurtured. It also requires resources. Everybody in the charity sector join in. Volunteering is not free. It might be provided for free, but it does come with costs. We need to enable more people to have access to volunteering opportunities. One of the most important roles in any charity is the person who looks after the volunteers. So this award highlights groups and people who set an example and keep their volunteers at the heart of what they do. Please welcome to the stage the nominees from MASH. Come on, start the noise up. Home Start Manchester. Where are you folks? Come on. So I should have MASH and Home Start up here already. And the LGBT Foundation. Keep going. Keep the noise up. You're not allowed to stop until they're all on stage. Fabulous. Hello again. Right, let's start the films.
They treat me as a valued member of staff, and yet you're not just a volunteer. No matter how big or small your contribution is to MASH, I feel as an equal. All the staff are always friendly and approachable when you have a question, and they always take the time to listen to me and take on my views. Our volunteer coordinator is great at keeping us up to date with any significant issues or changes, and they make us feel appreciated by sending us thank you cards and a small voucher. So for me personally, MASH has helped me develop my current role as well, so they'll include me in any quality training sessions.
I did the drop-in, the van, and I visited saunas as well. I loved it so much that when job adverts were sent out to us volunteers, I couldn't not apply. Volunteering gave me the confidence to do my various roles at MASH, from on-foot outreach worker to now a caseworker.
Giving it like a piece of, like a sense of peace and hope that there's people like us, like MASH, supporting them, and they are not alone.
Well, all the ladies here are brilliant. You genuinely do care, which is really nice. If it weren't for MASH, I probably would be dead.
I wanted to become a volunteer because I was a childminder and I was just doing that before and after school. So I did a bit of research into Home Start, and then thought, yeah, let me try this. Everything that it was about was all that I'm about. As a volunteer, I supported about 5 families with different support needs. And then after about 2 years, a job came up with Home Start, and because I adore Home Start and I really enjoyed what I did, I thought, okay, I'll apply for this. I applied and then I became a member of staff. What makes Home Start's volunteering so unique for families, I feel, is that we share our lives, our experiences with the families that we support, and we build friendships with the families, which is just lovely.
LGBT Foundation is the volunteers. Our legacy is their legacy. We have over 250 volunteers across 20 different teams. We have been developing the volunteer vision, recruit, retain and recognise over the next 5 years.
The organisation thrives or dies without volunteers. At the end of the day, volunteers are giving up their own time and their own love for the organisation and for the communities that we serve.
I think one of the reasons that we have such high retention and what makes us unique, we are living, breathing examples of the community. We are at the forefront of any issues, and as volunteers, that makes me feel part of it. I'm welcomed in like one of the staff.
We all change the world one person at a time. It's a privilege to work with our courageous service users. So this is for them.
Everybody is fundamentally involved in it because they are passionate about helping the LGBTQ+ community, and there is something so beautiful in that.
So, voting time. So is everybody logged into Slido still? Right, start voting now. Came in very loud, that. I said I was going to share a bit of news with you while we were going along this evening. So I literally, about an hour before we started, I got confirmation from the Eric Wright Trust, for whom I'm very grateful, that we're going to be able to run our volunteer expenses fund again very soon. So £15,000 for volunteer expenses in local community organisations. Huge thanks to the Eric Wright Charitable Trust. That will be launched soon. Okay, so how are we doing this? Okay, while it's being worked out, we're going to invite one of my other trustees to announce the winner. So please welcome Daniel Taylor. And while he's coming up to the stage, I'll just say, have you noticed all the table names? All the information you've got about the names of the tables? Fortunately, I'm delighted we've actually got some of the individuals in the room with us. This is about celebrating people who have made Manchester their home, and it's been researched by the team at Mac. You know, all those stories are found. It's all online as well. We'll be sharing that around, and hopefully some of you have had a chance to meet somebody and ask them about that story. So I think we have a result. Daniel.
And the winner is Home Start Manchester.
Nearly there. Nearly there. Congratulations, folks. Right. I'm going to shut up for a minute now because we're about to go and get our first social media update. Zara. Where are you, Zara? Over there at the back. Are you doing it from there or are you coming up here? No, we can't hear you. We got the other voice on? Hello, Zara. You need to turn the microphone on, apparently. Do you want this one? Are you coming up on stage now? Right. Okay. There's a lot of technical stuff in this evening's show. Right. Do you want to sit down? Yeah. Thank you. Right.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? Are you having a good evening so far? Yeah? Yeah! I've got some nice messages from our social media accounts for us, so I'll read out a few, but if you're watching online or if you're in a room and would like to share some nice words for the people in the room, for the nominees, so go for it and we'll read out throughout the evening. So I've got a message from Coffee for Craig. Marie and Tom from Coffee for Craig are honoured to be nominated for Spirit of Manchester 24 award, and Tom is there representing Coffee for Craig. He works tirelessly for us and others. He deserves a great night out. Good luck, everyone. Thank you, Coffee for Craig. Susie from Manchester Central Food Bank says, Manchester Central volunteers, you are absolute stars, feeding 1,600 people each month. Thank you. Thank you, Manchester Central Food Bank. There are lots of thank yous for Shine. Jamie would like to say a massive thank you to Shine Manchester. Since coming into recovery 2 years ago, Shine provided breakfasts and a lovely welcome every morning, which made him feel really welcome and safe. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you, Shine. Shout out to Kate Miller from Shine. Please tell her she's the best. You're the best, Kate. Susie would like to shout out Holly from MASH. Holly. Amelia would like to give Tom on table 32 a shout out. Tom? And finally, Paula would like to say a massive thank you to Spice Group for all their amazing work, raising awareness and making the world a more fun and kinder place. Thank you. Over to you, Mike.
Thank you, Zara. So we have like I say, we have a team of people monitoring the social media wires. I don't know what you say these days. Right, so we're moving on to the next category. We're actually doing really well for time, so it's moving along nicely. Thank you to everybody who's coming up on stage and then moving off. You can see the mechanics of all this. So the next category is service user involving organisation. This is based on one of the principles that MAC was founded on, actually, way back in the 80s. As well as involving volunteers, we've always believed really strongly that the people who benefit from a service should be directly involved in the design and delivery of that service, because they're the people who know best what will make a difference. This isn't just about being nice and helping make things feel cozier and more inclusive. It's actually a part of running a good organisation, good governance. We have seen, sadly, what happens when organisations stop listening. You slide into all those horrible stories of abuse and neglect that we see, sadly, far too often in some of our organisations. That's what putting lived experience at the heart of your organisation is all about. So this award celebrates basically groups who get it right and design user involvement, lived experience into the way they operate at every single level, from their board right through to their service delivery. And it's really important that public services and voluntary groups all do this. It's not one or both, it's all of us. So please welcome to the stage the nominees from Future Directions CIC. Come on, guys, they're coming from the back, so we'll need to keep clapping for a while. Coffee for Craig. Where's Coffee? There's Coffee for Craig. And the Gadam engagement team. Who's here from Gadam? Come on, keep the noise going. They're making their way up. Oh. Sorry. Keep going. You want to stay there and have your photo taken? Yeah. Right. Right. This side of the room, you make more noise, we'll give them a break. Right? Okay. You can take a break for a minute. I want that side of the room to start making noise while they come on stage. Right. You can start up again now. I know you. I'm getting a lovely stereo effect up here. Okay. Shall we let the next group come on? Yeah. Do you want to come off this way? Thanks. Okay, and we'll let the next group come on. Wow. It's just 3 steps here. There you go. Right. Okay. Do you want to... I love it when the stage gets full. Right. Are we starting the films?
Here at Future Directions, it's really important that we involve the people we support, and it's at the heart of everything we do to ensure that basically we're getting it right and we're living out our values and enabling people we support to live the best lives.
I train new staff, learn discipline and awesome. And I share my experiences. I enjoy doing it.
I enjoy working for Future Directions and meeting new people.
Have we lost audio somewhere?
I love doing it. It's very interesting. It gives me a voice, and that's what counts, isn't it?
Future Directions are the best!
Call it co-production, call it what you wish.
It functions just the same, whatever name that we give it.
And it only functions smoothly to do just what it should.
When the voice of each is as an equal understood.
And this can be a struggle for a world of weighted views.
It can make it hard to see beyond the stereotypes, mistruths.
But we can shift the system to serve Mancunians well.
But we must now return to root, coalesce and closely gel.
Our faith
in one another.
not just those who empower it.
Are paid to change the state of play. Our voices too have power.
Okay, voting time again, so start voting now. Don't get any easier. Everyone voted in the room. Just wait for YouTube to catch up. An update on how many people are watching. Okay, well, we're just sorting the results out and everything. Really pleased. As you've gathered, all of this is about amplifying voices, using the platform that we've got as Mac to help voices of people in our communities. And I'm really pleased. Hello, Deepa. Deepa runs the Nicky Mancunian podcast. She's able to do a special series around our Spirit of Manchester. So thank you so much, Deepa. There'll be more information about that coming up. I think we have a result. So, the winner of the Service User Involving Organisation is Future Direction CIC. I think, shall we go down to meet them this time, so you don't have to come back too much. So let's do this over here. Front? Yeah. Fabulous. Give them a big round of applause, everyone. Work out where you sit best. Yeah. Yeah. Right. You need to watch the man over there. Yeah. Well done. Congratulations, folks. You can go around and get another photo with your trophy. And we'll be sending everybody the photos afterwards. If you want to get a copy of them, just drop us an email and we'll send those around. Fabulous. Well done, folks. Well done to Future Directions. You see what I mean about it doesn't really matter the winners, they're all brilliant. You know. Okay, next award is Creative Community Spirit. One thing that's always been a strength of the VCSE sector, and we saw it so much during the pandemic. Thank you. Well done, Jack. Is the way groups use art and creativity to support others and the communities around them. And I love this because I always describe it to colleagues as it's when things don't look like a service, but still creates huge benefit. So it's obvious, isn't it? I mean, you think about, imagine a world without musicians or artists or comedians or actors and all the staff and people who help, make their stuff happen. We saw during the pandemic just how much that stuff means to people. And culture isn't just about those big professions, those big venues, culture with a capital C. It's about small, informal community settings because this stuff is going on around us all the time and we all benefit from it. So we asked people to tell us about local individuals or groups who've got a kind of creative approach or a creative project that inspires hope and brings people together. So please welcome Segment Arts, Moss Side Powerhouse and Crossing Footprints. Where are you? Come on. Come on. They're not going to stop clapping until you get here, are you? Right? The Rain Dance Colour Festival. Where are they? Rain Dance Colour Festival. Keep going, keep going. And we've got one more. Edge Theatre. Edge Theatre, where are you? Are you coming up? It's a very arty side of the room, that, isn't it? Brilliant. Right, while they're having the photos taken, let's roll the films.
I think this group is very multicultural and it reflects the real Moss Side, well the Moss Side that I've always known as a little girl, even though people used to point the finger at Moss Side and say this, that, the other, that's not the Moss Side I know.
I'd just love to get connected with the community that I'm a part of, people on the street, people I don't know, or people I've encountered in the community.
People will see what life is around them, the expressions on the faces, the things that people do, and have a connection in the community and creativity themselves.
Wanting to do this show was the mental health aspect of it. We don't have enough awareness. There's always been a taboo topic, and I think this is a really good step to, getting there. And what better way to do it than music?
When we talk about mental health, we always think of it as in a negative, but in an event like this, I think everyone can just let loose a bit and take the message in a more positive manner.
Whilst I was performing, there was some really lovely messages being beamed on the screen. And I think that's a really nice way of doing it, because when you want to connect with an audience, you want to speak their language, and you want to do it when they're paying attention.
Your audience faces are how I react.
Not just their faces, you like all the applause as well.
Yeah.
You know what to do now, don't you? Start voting. Okay, while you're voting, and I guess you guys might particularly want to know this, there's a new round of the Greater Manchester Combined Authorities Inspire Fund gone live, which is being managed by our 10GM partnership with organisations like that in Greater Manchester. So if you're in a small community group and you need to buy equipment, instruments or costumes or whatever, for your creative stuff, you get a grant of up to £2,000. That's live now, there's details on our website. Nice. Met one of the winners from the last one. Right, how do we do for time? I think we should be about ready. Voted. I think there's about 60 odd people watching on YouTube at the moment. to announce the winner, please welcome to the stage Dr. Julian Skirn, who's the Director of Corporate Social Responsibility at the University of Manchester and a trustee of MAC.
Exciting? Okay, so I'm delighted to announce the winner as, drumroll, Segment Arts, Mossad Powerhouse and Crossing Footprints. Congratulations.
Are you coming back up, guys? In the photo with them. So the delay there was the time it was taking to write the name out on the notes. Yeah, this is so high tech. This is a scribbled piece of paper with cardboard. Hey, it's the voluntary sector. We make stuff work, don't we? Somebody's got to take the award. Well done. How we do? Oh, nearly more photos. We're done. Great. Congratulations. Okay. Well done, folks. Right. So, it is now time for the auction. We have a number of auction items which we are going to share, and Martin is going to tell us what they are. Now, the way we're going to do this is just standard, you know, stick your hand up. We will, if you're the winning bidder, we will come to you with a card machine and some of the larger members of the MAC team to, you know. So you don't need to come up and collect it and everything, because otherwise that will just get messy. So we're going to auction some off. So Martin, do you want to tell us what we have?
Thank you, Mike. Just before I do, of the 160 people who are watching on YouTube, I'll get told off if I don't do this. 3 of the people relate to me: my wife Dawn, my daughter Grace, and Mummy and Daddy. Hello! Thank you. Right, the first thing we're going to auction is, I'm calling it a blast of culture. So it's basically theatre, music and comedy, a package from the Royal Exchange, Bridgewater Hall and the Frog and Bucket. And within that, you've got 2 tickets to a show at the Royal Exchange, and it's called Escaped and Alone and What If I Only. It's a 2 short play session, I'll call it that. So it's valid from the 13th of February to the 9th of March, but it says here, restricted to certain showings, and apparently you can go any day as long as it doesn't end in a Y. We've also got 2 tickets to see the Halley Orchestra at the Bridgewater Hall and 2 tickets and a bottle of wine for any show at the Frog and Bucket Comedy Club. I've had a quick look. I'm going to do this. There's some big acts coming up. We've got Erin Jackson, Garrett Millerick, Jeff Innocent and Finlay Christie. I know what you're thinking, what a lineup, but who are they? But it's going to be funny, I promise you. Right, Mike, get some money out of them.
Okay, so that's the first item. So if you're bidding, that's what you're bidding on, all of that stuff in one package. So who'll start me off with 30 quid? Got £100. Thank you very much. Right, who's going to beat 100 quid? I'm going to step down here where I can see people and stare at them intently. I've got 100, 150. Oh, this is going well. Thank you very much. Anybody beat 150? Going once. There are 5 more items, so I can understand that. Going once, so I've got 150 here. Going twice. Last time. Sold. Thank you very much, madam. £150 straight into the Spirit of Manchester Fund. So that's the first item. Martin.
Are we off again, mate? Doing them all. Okay. So the second item up for at the auction is a pop-up bikes and anything cycling chat, then ride with Richard Phillips. Where is Richard Phillips? There he is. This is the man. This is the man who describes himself as a legendary fundraising superstar cyclist. He taught, so he says, Mark Cavendish and Bradley Wiggins everything they know. You don't know this, but he was actually voted 2024 Mr. Lycra Mac Man. And what he's promising to do is, for the £100 prize, on top of this fabulous ride, if you can ride, then you go with him and he'll take you around the streets of Manchester. If you can't, what he said is he's got some spare Lycra. He's also got a little seat that he attaches to his handlebars. He's going to fly around Manchester doing bunny hops and wheelies. So it's going to be cracking. That's got to be worth a fortune. He's not even looking at me.
Right, so this is for the bikes package. Who will start me off at 50 quid? Have I got 50? Can I see 50 anywhere? Right, I'll go down to 40. Is that Lycra really not appealing to people? A £100 voucher in this as well, remember, so technically you're making a saving if you need to justify it to anyone. We've got 40. Have I got 40 anywhere? 40 over there at table 2, is that? So I've got 40. Can anybody give me more than 40? 50 at table 25. Okay, 50. Anybody want to go above 50? Nope.
If it helps, you don't have to wear Lycra. Yeah, I'm sensing that's a bit of a barrier.
And we can also promise that Martin will never wear Lycra as well, if that helps. Right, I'm going to go 50 over here. So going once, last shout, £50. Thank you very much, table 25. Right, next item. What are we on with?
We're on this. So the next thing, luckily these are 2 things that are quite close in Manchester. It's 2 tickets to any Band on the Wall event. And also, if you know where this is in Ancoats. It's a £30 voucher for probably the best sounding, I suppose, cafe restaurant, the Hip Hop Chip Shop. And if you look on that, £30 will buy you 2 Feasty Boys, which is basically fish and chips. How much is that worth? £30.
Do the math. Have you been counting the votes all evening? Because I'm starting to get worried now. No. Anyway, right, so Hip Hop Chip Shop is great, actually. I've been there with... we had a voucher from them a few years ago, and the person who won it took me. So, yeah, I can definitely recommend it, which was very nice of her. So, we've got Hip Hop Chip Shop and Band on the Wall. Band on the Wall, of course, is right opposite the Mac office, so if you do go, you're more than welcome to pop in and say hello. But who's going to bid for it? So I'll start at 40. Let me see. Was that an arm going up or somebody putting a coat on? 40 here. 50. I've got 50 over here. 60. 60 over here. 70 over here. Thank you, Val. 70. I got somebody round here. Or were you encouraging a bidder? Oh. These lights are too bright. Somebody pointing where? There's people pointing all over them. There's one over there at table 9. Right, so what am I on? 60? 70? 80? 80. Right, I'm on 80. Was there somebody round here somewhere that I couldn't see? No? Right, I'm going 80 then. Once, twice, sold. Thank you very much, sir. Table 9. Right, what's next?
3 more, Mike. Next we've got it's from Hello Oriental, which is a Pan-Asian street food cafe near Oxford Road train station, and it's a £100 food and drinks voucher.
So, this is actually worth £100. So somebody is either about to get a bargain or about to be very generous, or possibly both. Right, I will start off at 50 then. That's half of its value, £50. He'll give me £50 for the voucher. I've got Janet there at table 20. Anybody else give me more than 50? 60? 60? Thank you very much. I've got 60. Anybody give me more than 60? 70? Thank you. 70? 100. Fabulous, thank you. Who'll give me more than 100? Anybody want to beat 100? Going once? Going twice? Going blind? 100. Sold. Thank you very much, madam. Table 24. 25. Thank you.
Okay, next we've got a Spirit of Manchester Distillery. We still don't know who got the name first, do we, Mike? And this is a tasting and distillery tour for two, followed by, included in the package, a bottle of Mediterranean gin and a bottle of vodka. So this could be the night to forget. I don't think you'll remember much after this if you really go for it. How much?
Right. So this is the Spirit of Manchester Distillery, not an affiliated organisation, but we're very grateful to them for donating this. So who'll start me on 50? 50? I know a few people in the room who want to compete for gin. I've got 2 on table 1. I'm going, Daniel, 60? Lucy, are you going higher than 60? 70? I've got somebody at the back. 80, is that at table 14? 80? Anyone want to beat 80? 90? 90? I've got 90. There is gin involved. I know some of you like gin. 90. Going once. Going twice. Last call. Right, sold. Table 18. Thank you very much. I won't name names.
Tracy Rawlins, are you buddying up here? Is that what that is? Yeah, night out planned. Okay. The final auction item is a signed Manchester City football shirt. And the person who signed this is somebody called Ellen. I am joking, I know he is. 24-year-old Norwegian professional footballer, and he scored 100 goals and 105 appearances. And does anybody know what his supposed salary is? 20 million a year. How ridiculous, but there you go. That's football. So, what's it worth? A lot. Not a lot to a Manchester United fan. Do you know that they apparently could have bought him for 17 million at one time? He was basically offered to Man United and they turned it down.
Right. Now, I want a clean fight from all the City fans. Which one does he play for again? Blue. I don't do football. Right. If you're a United fan and you want to bid to deprive a City fan of the chance of owning this, then you need to bid. If you're a City fan and you want to own this, then you need to bid. So I'm gonna start this at 70 quid. Who'll give me 70 quid? 70? 70. 80? 80? 90? 100? 100. I'm on 100. 110? 120? 150? 115? 150. Thank you, right? So 150 we're on so far. I like that people get carried away at these things. 150, remember, this is a unique item signed by, what was his name, Haaland? Haaland. I thought that was a shipyard in Belfast. 160. 180. Remember, the more competition there is, the more good it does communities in Manchester. We've got one over here, 190? 160, where am I? I've lost track of where am I? Right, I'm saying 170 at the moment. Or was it 180 there? 180. There's one over here somewhere. 190. I'm not going up by ones. I've got 200? 200, thank you very much. 100 and 210? 210. 210. Last call. It's all right. I hate putting pressure on people. I'm a terrible salesman. Right, we're on 210 from the Khan table over there, I suspect. That's table 13, I think. Right, last shout, 210. Going once. 215. 250. Thank you, Charles. 250. Anybody want to beat 250? Anybody want to beat 250? Right, sold. Can't. Table 13, thank you very much. £250. Brilliant. Is that all of them? That's the lot. Thank you so much. I've lost track of how much we've raised, but we'll get an update. So we are now going to have a break, and the time is just coming up to 9:15. So we're going to have a break till 9 o'clock, but please be back in your seat in time for 9 o'clock. I don't know if there's any cake left, so you should probably have started forming a queue for that yesterday. But please, be back in your seats by 9 o'clock because we've still got more awards to do. Thank you. I'd like to take a moment and get a big round of applause for my amazing colleagues at MAC who've put all of this on tonight. Take a bow, folks. Where are you? Stand up and bow. This is a team effort. Everybody at MAC works on this. We do it all. We didn't build the venue. We didn't actually make all of the food. But everything else that we work on, this whole process, putting stuff on tables, booklet, everything, it's all done by the MAC team. It's a brilliant bit of us doing partnership and collaboration within the organisation. So thank you to so many of my amazing colleagues. A big thank you to Jo. I know you're watching, who has led us on this work, and I'm so gutted for her that she couldn't be here, but we're really appreciative. And the other thing I want to mention is the secret weapon that we had this year. Who doesn't know I'm about to do this? Because we've been very lucky over the summer to be hosting an intern who's been our inclusive media ambassador, Ellie. Come on. Come on, Ellie. I'm introducing you to her now because I know there are many voluntary sector employers in the room who are going to want to give this young woman a job when she finishes university. And we just wanted to let you know who she is and give her a little present. And embarrass her as well. So thank you, Ellie. Well done. Take a photo. Come on. So thank you from all of us. Right. So, yes, first award after the break is partnership and collaboration, exactly like I said. Encouraging people and groups to work together is so important. Like I say, that's the way this event actually works. It's common sense. If you've got scarce resources, you need to share them to make the most of them. By working together, we can also be more efficient, more effective, and more creative. We saw a lot of brilliant working together, for example, during COVID, as the emergency unfolded and people were trying to find new ways of doing things. Most of that involved working with other people. We absolutely mustn't lose that, because we learned a lot about what happens when a crisis hits. We need each other at times. So within our sector, between our sector and public sector and voluntary sector, lots and lots of joint working, private sector organisations, but I'll say more about that in a moment. No single body has all the resources, no single body has all the answers. thinking like an ecosystem is an incredibly powerful thing. So this award celebrates organisations who have built brilliant creative partnerships. Please welcome to the stage the nominees from Street Engagement Hub Manchester. Remember, you've got to keep clapping till they're on stage. GLL and Better. Thank you. Coming up on stage. And SmartWorks and AJ Bell. Welcome, everybody. Okay, and while we're doing the photos, let's see some films.
The Street Engagement Hub is a unique partnership in which Manchester City Council and Greater Manchester Police work alongside 16 other public and private sector agencies to help people who are often engaged in antisocial behaviour or sleep rough make the transition from street life and onto a place where they can feel safe.
I don't usually trust the police, but they brought me here today in the van and made sure I left with somewhere to live and a few bigger shoes to sell. They're my best mates now.
Yeah, it's brilliant today. We had 14 people from the street community come through. 5 of them saw CGL drug and alcohol services. 2 got scripted onto methadone prescriptions the same day. And we've also got 3 and possibly 4 people straight into a bed for every night accommodation. It's just another really busy day.
GLL and the Prince's Trust have collaborated on the Get Into Leisure employability programme since 2022, focused predominantly on young people from disadvantaged backgrounds facing the greatest adversity. The programme aims to support personal growth and upskill the work experience, qualifications and employability skills on the pathway to employment, giving people the skills to live, learn and earn.
Hi, my name is Yusuf Hamid and I work for the GLL as a lifeguard at Broadway Leisure Centre. Something was missing in my career, so I thought I would speak to a work advisor. They told me about the Prince's Trust courses, and then they got me into the leisure program as a lifeguard. It was something that I have never thought of doing it, but it was the best decision I have ever made.
This is my story, but it could be yours as well.
SmartWorks provides free, high-quality interview clothing and job search and interview coaching to unemployed women across Greater Manchester. Key to opening the new centre was creating a charity partnership with the AJ Bell Futures Foundation.
I discovered SmartWorks and they are able to support me and they ask nothing in exchange. It's like really mind-blowing.
Dorcas had been unemployed for a year and was spending up to 30 hours a week on job applications. Within 2 weeks of her appointment, Dorcas was interviewed by 2 companies and offered a role as a sales and marketing assistant.
I was able to actually answer all the questions that the employer asked me, and I was really coming across as a confident person. That's what the employer said, and I was like, me, wait, what?
With the continued support of the AJ Bell Futures Foundation, SmartWorks Greater Manchester will support over 1,100 local unemployed women to get the clothes, get the confidence, get the job.
Fantastic. So, voting time again. Is everybody back on their phones? We're all back in. Conscious you might have been using the phone for other things. Possibly even making a phone call. Right, so we're going to start voting. Hopefully everybody's back in. We'll start voting now. Just while you're voting, a couple of quick things. Rain Dance Colour Festival. got a certificate that's yours. Want to come and collect it? Couldn't find it in the break. And also, colleagues at Khan have just asked that we remind everybody their gala dinner on the 12th of October at the Hilton Manchester on Deansgate. The whole bunch of the Khan team over there, so they may even display a fabulous football shirt I believe they've just acquired. So that could be a pride of place if you want to go and use that item. So yeah, tickets available now, so it's a really good event as part of Black History Sport. So, how are we doing for voting time? Have we got a winner? This award is being supported by Wythenshawe Community Housing Group. So can you please welcome to the stage Victoria McDowell. Where are you, Victoria?
Okay, I am delighted to announce that the winner is SmartWorks and AJ Bell. Congratulations.
See, partnership and collaboration involves a lot of people. That's right. Brilliant. Fabulous. Thank you. Congratulations, folks. So we're now on to community and business collaboration. So, like I said, partnership and collaboration is really important. Collaboration, one of the things we value most at MAC. And over the last 18 months, with the support of Richard, who is around, and you have learned some facts about Richard this evening and his cycling abilities, we've been trying to build up greater collaboration between businesses and VCSE organisations in Manchester. Now, just want to explain, this isn't about corporates giving money to charities. Although if there are any businesses in the room and they would like to explore a bit of philanthropy, I'm very happy to talk to them. It's actually, we want to think about great partnerships, so creating social value. You know, again, the power of collaboration, the stuff we can do together. But I think it's really important we remember a strong and thriving VCSE sector helps make a place attractive to businesses, to the investors, to the employers, to the workforce that businesses need to flourish. So it's, you know, there's a bit of enlightened self-interest in this for any business. You want to work with your local community organisations because that's how places work. So we put a call out for examples of those kinds of creative relationships, ways of working together. So please welcome to the stage the nominees from Peninsula Group. Where are the people from Peninsula? Yeah, from over there. Right, so keep going. You've got to keep clapping till they're on stage. Cracking Good Food and Microsoft Northwest Social Impact Team. Fabulous. Welcome up, everyone. I need a bit more noise. Bit more noise, come on, because we've got one more and they've got to get on stage too. Greater Manchester Law Centre and Clyde and Company. Where's the Law Centre? Is everybody coming up? There they come. Okay, I'll get out of the way and we'll start the films.
One of the initiatives that we developed with Peninsula Group was making a difference together. This campaign offered businesses the chance of match funding for any fundraising that they got involved with. This was a brilliant way to inspire other businesses to get involved with fundraising, knowing that everything that they raised was going to be matched by a community group. Just over £70,000 was raised by 30 businesses who took part in this campaign, which means over £140,000 was raised for our hospital.
And that money is going to make an incredible difference to so many children's lives from around the country, and importantly, of course, from here in Manchester.
Businesses ran, hiked, golfed, and even brunched their way to this fantastic total.
They'll never know that you've abseiled, they'll never know the runs that you've done, but they will feel the benefits of that, as will their whole families.
We are so grateful for Peninsula Group's amazing support, getting to meet so many of their colleagues, getting so many people involved with fundraising activities, and really going above and beyond for our charity.
We're an organisation that goes into communities with our portable kitchen, and we teach communities how to cook good, affordable, low fuel, healthy, nutritious, seasonal and sustainable food from scratch. Kitchen Kit Redistribution Call-Out is a project that's been running for 2 years. We host an absolutely huge event, just select the equipment that they need, they know is needed within their community.
All these things that we've collected will just be ideal for our clientele, and they will love it.
From my perspective, the collaboration is really important. So a lot of the work that Microsoft do with the Greater Manchester region is around skilling people and upskilling people, but actually it's impossible for anybody to learn if they're hungry. So, you know, it's a fundamental right that people should have access to good food. It's about people coming together to make a difference in their communities.
Made me realise that I just want to be as much of help to you guys as possible.
And to know that we're enabling people to continue to reach out and provide some of these vital social activity. You know, it's been so good, the relationship, how it's developed over time. To have the relationship and collaboration with Microsoft is, you know, pretty instrumental.
We primarily work in welfare law, so that's welfare rights, housing and employment, and then obviously from that we've got several different legal advice clinics that are all free to use on a pro bono basis. What we see is our clients being vulnerable don't have access to that sort of legal aid. The beauty of the partnership with Clydeco is that our fourth biggest area of inquiry, which is civil litigation, we can now give our clients the opportunity to speak to a specialist advisor and get some next steps advice, and there is no provision for that at all in Greater Manchester.
This collaboration with the Law Centre has enabled our litigation specialists to support the local community in Manchester. We're able to give legal advice and information to people in the community who otherwise wouldn't be able to get that advice or information.
Okay, voting time. So, business collaboration, start voting now. From something. I'm just worried in case anybody has an unexpected wardrobe malfunction at some point. There's some very anxious looking faces all of a sudden. Well, it's here if you want to play it. This Community Business Collaboration Award is being supported by Cityco. So please welcome to the stage Alexandra King-Byatt. Who was also a judge on this year's Spirit panel as well, so we're very grateful. Thank you.
So I'm delighted to announce that this year's winner is Cracking Good Food and Microsoft.
Let's hear it for them. Cracking Good Food and Microsoft. Everybody in the photo. That one at the back. Okay. So you're going off that way. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alex. Yeah. Right. Whew. We're getting through them. Oh, okay. Well spotted. It's gone. That was done very discreetly, whoever did that. Thank you. Right, so next award is Social Economy Champion. Okay, so like I was saying, a thriving VCSE sector is an important part of the way places work. And one of the things which is less appreciated about the VCSE sector, voluntary community and social enterprise sector, which also includes the community work done by faith organisations, it includes unregistered organisations, all sorts of stuff. We just had to pick a name because there's so many different ones. It's the role we play in the economy. We don't just deliver services or run activities, we create value through things like running community buildings. Who passed St George's on the way up here? Who passed Mustard Tree on the way up here? Community buildings that have been owned and supported and run by VCSE organisations. We create jobs. Lots of voluntary sector employees in the room today. We offer training and skills development. And we bring income into local communities by fundraising. I always think voluntary organisations are like lightning conductors. They're dragging things down out of the sky to make it land on the ground in the right place where it's needed. It's really, really powerful way of getting resources into local communities to make change happen, to do good stuff. Manchester's economy is really successful, but there are still levels of poverty and inequality and inequity, insecure, low-paid work. All of those things need fixing. And I'm really delighted that there is so much now starting to go on about that. Our role in it is to respond to the effects of poverty, but we also have to build long-term change. That's why MAC hosts Manchester Social Economy Alliance. I know there's some of the members of the Economy Alliance here today, which is a range of partners who are driven by a desire to change the economy for the better. And I'm delighted that we're now working across Greater Manchester with colleagues on the Our Business initiative with Co-ops UK. And many, many others, to accelerate that approach across the whole city region. So more stuff happening in the VCSE sector is good for the economy. It's something that people keep forgetting. It's not just about charitable giving. That's an old-fashioned view of it. This is important for the way the economy works. So this award is therefore aimed at organisations and individuals who are leading the way in that social approach to the economy. So they trade, but make a surplus and reinvest it. All those sorts of approaches. So please welcome the nominees. Beth Powell. Come on, Beth. Old Abbey Tap House. And she leads for Legacy. Keep it going. They're on the way, but they're not on stage yet, and you don't get to stop till they're on stage. That's Sharon. Right, let's start the films.
Hiya, I'm Beth and I run Creative City. Creative City is a social enterprise. We support young people and women to feel good about themselves, to connect with their community and to find their voice and achieve their goals.
Creative City are an amazing organisation. Beth's compassion, kindness, inclusion and the way that she works with women and young people is like something I've never seen.
It's supported me a lot because I wasn't going out, and it's brought myself back out like me again, so it's really has supported me.
I've never ever seen Beth yet without a smile on her face.
She helped me to have my own workshop here.
Beth has been guiding me on how to deliver workshops, and then after that she helped me because I wanted to open a shop. She's my champion, she's my role model, and she does her job so well.
We're Old Abbey Tap House, and we're a pub in Hume that's run as a CIC. Pubs are great spaces because people come together, have conversations and develop ideas. We use our pub to try and get these ideas to grow and flourish and often become their own projects or even businesses. We have some amazing stuff happening in the building. So we're a music venue, a club space, we do all different kinds of events, but we also have things here like Steam Radio, a community radio station that started here and has become its own business, delivering workshops and courses as well. We also started here something called A Drink for Len Johnson, who broke the Colour Bar in Manchester. That became its own night. It's gone to different venues across the city, and they're now fundraising and have become their own CIC to get a statue for Len, which would be amazing. We also run TV dinners out of the building as well, where we get a surplus from FareShare, cook food for local families and deliver it. This started as a COVID response, but is now more vital than ever. We have so many different things happening in the building, and we're really proud of the fact that we get to be home to so many different projects and still run as a pub.
I'm Sharon Messi.
And I'm Afia Messi.
And we're so excited to be here with you today to share more about our mother-daughter mission.
She Leads for Legacy is a community we co-founded together to empower Black women and allies in both the workplace and in business. We believe that everyone has the potential to lead and create a lasting impact.
We started this initiative because of our own experiences as Black female barristers. The lack of diverse leadership and representation we saw in our communities and across society. We offer a range of programs, including monthly leadership training workshops for Black women who want to progress in their careers and allies who want to develop their understanding of the intersectional issues of race and gender.
We also focus on building a community where women can support each other, share their experiences and grow together. We believe that by lifting each other up, we can all achieve more.
And in a society that's so polarised, we've created an inclusive environment where allies can come into safe spaces and find their voice and be positive agents of change.
Okay, so vote now. And definitely YouTube audience while we're at it by the sound of it. Yeah, start voting now. Somebody's speakers are probably just blown at home. Okay. Quick update on the raffle, which is going to be soon. You've still got time to buy tickets, but so far, with the raffle and the auction, I am told we have raised over £2,200. Thank you so much. So that will go out to community groups around Manchester to do some projects, and if you come back next year, we'll tell you what they did with it. Right. To announce the winner of this Social Value Champion, Social Economy Champion Award, I'm going to invite Bethany from our Board of Trustees, who's our Social Value Champion, up to the stage. Thank you, Bethany. Bethany Adam. And I think we have a result on the way.
I'm really happy to share that the winner is She Leads for Legacy.
Congratulations. Brilliant. That was a tough one, wasn't it? Oh, they're all tough, but you get why I like what I do now, because I get surrounded by this stuff the whole time, and it's amazing. Right, next category is tackling inequalities. This is one of the categories that we've had ever since the very first Spirit of Manchester Awards, because we believe one of the fundamental roles of charities and community groups and voluntary organisations is to promote equality, celebrate diversity, challenge discrimination. Manchester's a city with a proud history on many of these issues, but there is always more we can do to dismantle the things which create barriers which marginalise people. We want to ensure that opportunities and quality of life which this city can provide are open to everybody and shared amongst all of our communities. Manchester as a city has committed to tackling inequalities with the Making Manchester Fairer plans, which we're very much in support of and working with. So we asked for nominations of groups working on issues or one or more issues around race, disability, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, faith, or other issues for which people experience discrimination. So please welcome the nominees from Europea. Where are you from Europea? There we are. Keep it going. They're not on stage yet. You know how this works. Nurturing Foundations. Have we got people coming up? Here they come. They're not on stage. I need more noise. Okay. And Akrosuma CIC. Keep going. They're not on stage. I'll tell you when you can stop. Oh, I get very headmistressy. Right. Okay, let's play the films.
We support communities across Greater Manchester, focusing on Central and Eastern European and Roma communities. We help people settle into their new surroundings and embrace the spirit of Manchester. Our team is diverse, with all us having lived experience in migration. This enables us to support people with compassion and understanding.
Hi, my name is Kush Choterak and I'm the Chief Executive of Europea. Meet our team.
Hello! Understand how challenging it can be to feel at home in a new place and recognize the inequalities that migrants often face. Our main mission is tackling inequalities. We tackle these inequalities by improving access to public services, raising awareness of hate crimes, enhancing cultural participation, and promoting overall well-being. We connect people with local communities and equip them with the knowledge and skills to turn their hopes and dreams into reality.
Nurturing Foundation supports mostly deprived communities to tackle inequalities through various culturally appropriate interventions tailored to their needs.
For it, it's very really good, and we appreciate everyone that has contributed to this, and we thank you. We say a very big thank you. We are happy that this is in our community.
We do a lot of work within the community trying to bridge all social inequalities. So literally whenever we see a problem or identify a problem, we try and fix it. We do a lot of workshops within the community, so like health workshops, mental health workshops, so we give people information about what like things that you might be missing to like bridge these like health inequalities as well. So all forms of inequalities we try and like solve. We provide the food, but we also provide more than the food and opportunities as well, and we try to help out any way we can.
Try to mitigate cost of living crisis, and we believe happy family will bring about happy community will lead to happy society.
Is helping us with food, and they are also helping us with the job search and our financial situations.
Try hard to bridge all inequalities by providing creche for our parents to learn various new skills that have landed many of them into new jobs.
I really enjoy volunteering for Across My Charity simply because we can volunteer with people from all shapes of life, all forms of life, regardless of sex, age, gender.
Okay, voting time again, so please start voting now. Okay, has everybody voted? Fabulous. Right, and hopefully people still watching on YouTube are voting. Right. This award is supported by Making Manchester Fairer at Manchester City Council. So to announce the winner, please welcome Shamila Carr. Shamila was here. Has she gone? Or did she not know she was coming on stage? Okay. Right. Well. Come on then. I know what you're thinking.
I'm very happy to announce that the winner is Across Umar CIC.
I was just happy for you. Don't go.
There's a bit of teamwork, a colleague from Public Health team stepping in as well. Thank you very much. Right. Okay, so that's tackling inequalities. We're now on to Inspiring Campaign. Much of the work of organisations, like I say, is about responding to immediate need. But we're only doing half the job if we don't change the things that cause the needs in the first place. So it's always been our belief that VCSE organisations have not only the right, but the duty to speak out about what's happening in our communities and say what they're seeing and what they're doing. And every year I say, it's never more important. Campaigning is part of the way a democracy works, and we've seen places around the world where democracy is under threat for one reason or another. We mustn't lose the precious ability to speak our truths and campaign. I am hoping we have now moved past some of the ridiculous culture war nonsense that's been stoked up by the last government, but it is true to say that in the last general election, more than one party and in the conferences this week, we are still seeing political games being played about our international obligations and our moral duty to observe the human rights of people seeking sanctuary. It is not woke to acknowledge that there have been colonial injustices in this country's past. I was really pleased to say, I don't know, see today a deal has been reached over the Chagos Islands, which has been a long standing issue. We've done some work with the Chagos community groups in Manchester, and that's a shameful part of Britain's history, which I'm glad to see some action being taken about. We have to be honest about the past, and we have to do better. That's what campaigning is about. It's encouraging people to do better. I'm sure many of us in this room have been labelled as do-gooders at some time. I think we're do-betters, because that's what we go around saying quite a lot of the time. This country wouldn't be where it is without our efforts. So, we have a new government and maybe they will start listening to us. We shall wait and see. We look forward to that conversation. Whatever government is in charge, we must keep calling out failures of policy, failures of decision-making, and coming up with alternatives. This award is about organisations that are doing just that, cherishing campaigns, inspiring other people with what they do. So please welcome to the stage, LifeShare. And they're coming all the way from the back, so you know what you've got to do, keep making noise. Keep making noise. Snug. Okay, and Future Directions Green Superheroes. Keep it going. Want more noise from this end of the room. Okay, keep it going until they're on stage. You know your way across now. Okay, and let's start up the films.
The LifeShare Autumn 23 collection came about mainly because we heard Chanel was coming to town. We saw it as an opportunity that we could perhaps raise our profile. We wanted people to also remember those that are less fortunate, who haven't got the opportunity to be able to even go into a high street store, let alone a couture outfit. We asked Nancy Pink, and she was happy to head the campaign. Meanwhile, agencies got really behind it, and we then decided that we were going to do billboards around the town. Myself and Maxine went on BBC Breakfast News. We were actually on the full cover of the Metro that day. Colour's not a luxury for everybody. It really helped raise awareness for us and bring some really important funds in for the charity.
We are the Green Superheroes.
Here is our film.
My name's A. Logan.
Hi, my name is Christina. We're on a mission to make planet Earth happy.
I go to the arts and crafts. It is a fun way to learn about how to help save our planet. We use cardboard and other things that will go in the bin. Anne-Marie made a draft excluder to help save energy at home.
We do workshops all over Manchester. Teach the ones to put white stuff in the white bin. We play games. We do litter picking for people are litter bugs. We go around the park picking up all sorts of rubbish. Sometimes you find strange things like dead fish.
We've made this cookbook. This book has lots of tips to help prevent food waste.
Please, vote for us.
Well, if you want to. So, time to start voting again. So, start voting now, please. So to announce the winner, I'd like to invite to the stage the Deputy Leader of Manchester City Council, who's got the lead on the voluntary sector, so she's really important to us. Councillor Joanna Midgley.
He's given a politician a mic. I might have to speak. No. I just want to say a massive thank you to Mike and the MAC team for a wonderful evening, and to every single one of you who's involved in the voluntary sector, because you mean so much to Manchester and you give so much to us, so thank you. So they were all fantastic campaigns, but the winner is Future Directions Green Superheroes.
So we'll gather around this corner again in the spotlight here. Getting some photos. Go on. Congratulations, folks. See, they did vote for you. Right, I'm going to move us on because we're running slightly behind now. Oh. Well done, guys. Thank you so much. Right. Congratulations. Right, next award is Community Cohesion. Bringing communities together has always been a theme in the voluntary sector's work. Perhaps the greatest single and most beautiful thing about Manchester is the diversity of our communities. And I never thought that in 2024 we'd see a lynch mob on Piccadilly Gardens, or attacks on hotels providing a refuge for people who are seeking sanctuary in our city. That is not the Manchester that I know. I'm sure it's not the Manchester that we all think of as home. I think this is an old familiar story that we've seen in recent years with political leaders and media institutions deliberately stoking up despair and fear as part of their power tactics, and then co-opting that into hatred, violence and racism, which has no place in this city. We've seen this before and we must resist it. There is a lot more I could say about that. But MAC is committed to working with partners all across the city, and I'll be sharing some news about a response to the riots in the next few weeks. For tonight, let's remember, despite all the things that are going on around the world, that what most people want is to live together in peace. And Manchester is a city which has shown solidarity, support and welcome time after time after time. Our Community Cohesion Award highlights examples of this, bringing people together from across more than one community or shared place or shared culture or shared identity, building connections, relationships, and celebrating the fact that we have more in common with each other. So please welcome the nominees from North Manchester Community Partnership. Coming up. You can come up that side if it's easier. Steps there. So North Manchester Community Partnership, Tree of Life Centre. Francis, where are you? There you are. And Happy Some Days. Keep going, come on, they're not all on stage yet. You don't have to run, they have to clap. Keep going, keep the noise up. And let's start the films.
At NMCP, we connect our communities by creating spaces so everyone feels valued, heard and respected, building unity through diversity, bringing people together regardless of their background, supporting each other and celebrating our differences. We work for the community, with the community. We helped Boston residents to organise an Africa Day in 2022, which was so popular we held another this year and want to hold it annually. When we work together, we build strong, vibrant communities.
The purpose of the Tree of Life Centre is to minimise poverty and deprivation. In the summer, we have a back-to-school campaign where people are able to access free school uniforms for their children. And throughout the year, we have a community food bank, our well-known and much-loved community cafe, free meals or food that is costed at £1, £2. We also have the furniture reuse project. People can access items that they need at affordable prices, or people are also supported through a referral system.
We also have a lot of activities going on in the centre. We have Tai Chi, we have a sewing group, we also have craft and skill sharing. We also have trips sometimes. We also offer pre-employment support.
This is one of the great moments of my life.
We have such a diverse range of volunteers here, through ages from 18 all the way up to people in their 80s, from many different ethnic backgrounds and many different reasons for people to come and volunteer here. And without the volunteers here at Tree of Life, it really wouldn't be what it is.
Friendship, community, belonging.
Founded in 2020, Happy Sundays is a totally volunteer-led group, non-for-profit based in Wimishall, Manchester, but supporting people from all over Manchester and further afield. Our ethos is inclusion. We welcome people from all walks of life, all different backgrounds, many of which have been part of marginalised groups. They felt unwelcome and been made to feel unwelcome when they've tried to do fitness and football in different settings. So what do we offer? We have free community fitness classes, we offer football sessions, badminton sessions, organised walks and social events. We're bringing people together. That's why last year alone we had over 3,000 participants. For a totally volunteer-led group, that's unbelievable. We're proud of our inclusive roots. We're proud to have supported groups such as Care for Calais, Dementia UK, Wythenshawe and Manchester Pride, and we'll continue to champion our inclusivity, welcoming as many people as we can and ensuring that they feel welcome and they don't feel marginalised anymore.
Okay, you know what to do. Start voting now, please. One more after this, and there's no vote for the next one either, so. Okay, so the Community Cohesion Award, I'm delighted to say, is being supported by One Manchester. So can you please welcome to the stage Zoe Lee and Michelle Wright? Where are you? Okay, are we nearly there with a result? Okay. Sorry, I might have timed that wrong. You could be stood here for a minute. Oh no, we're there. He's writing something. Who's doing it?
This isn't made up, by the way.
It's very bright. Thank you. Delighted to announce the winner is Happy Sundays.
Whichever you prefer. Congratulations, folks. Right. So, that was the last one you get to vote on, because it's time for the very last award of the evening. And I'm fascinated to see how this one goes, because I don't think, if we've got this right, I don't think the person... So this award is picked outright by the judges. And if this has worked the way we hope it has, somebody is about to get a bit of a surprise. This award is the Dr. Sylvia Sham Award for contribution to the voluntary sector. It's for somebody who embodies all that is best about the enthusiasm, creativity, bringing people together, always wanting to do more, exactly as our dear friend, Dr. Sylvia Sham, who won this award in 2015, who was Chief Executive at YIN for many years, and who sadly left us far too soon in 2016. It's a reminder to all of us that it's important to celebrate the people who inspire us while we have the opportunity. So somebody may be about to get a surprise as we play this film.
Fabulous colours she wears in her clothing, makes her stand out, her personality, very caring person. The classes she runs is absolutely amazing. and the stuff she does for the children on the fun day, she's always supported it.
I've known Alma for like nearly 19 years. She's an inspiration to a lot of people.
She'll always put other people before herself. She's full of knowledge, she's full of wisdom, she's full of laughter, she's full of love, she's full of kindness, and she gives the best hugs.
Alma's helping hand extends way beyond Tree of Life. She will help anyone in the community. She helps refugees and their children by collecting things that they need. Heading to Manchester, she gives out food to people who are sleeping rough. She's supporting Macmillan and Wythenshawe Hospital. She will always help people in need.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alma. That's two. There or there. Come on. There we go. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. I would just like to say a big thank you to everyone, to my own, part of my own family here, not everyone could come, but also my family at the Tree of Life in Wythenshawe. I'd also like to thank just being able to be well and healthy and to help everyone. So the message, I suppose, would be from Manchester with love. So if you pass on love, it grows. If you hold it in yourself, it won't grow and it won't go anywhere. So pass on love and to be kind, to be very kind, as much as you can, even when you think, I don't want to. Still do it. Still do it, and do it with love. You know, you feel it in your heart. So thank you once again. What a lovely thing to receive.
Which way do you want to do it?
Showing a bit of leg tonight.
Yeah. She's flirting with me on the way down. So, thank you to our Lord Mayor for handing out all those trophies and sitting up with me all night. It's been brilliant getting up and checking with people. Really appreciate that. We do work them hard when they come along to these events, we really do. I'm conscious of the time, so I'm going to suggest, have we got, Millie, are we doing the social media update? Do we want to do anything very quick? I can't hear you. We've got a few, right, 2 minutes, because we've got raffle prizes to give out, and I can see people are hungry for raffle prizes. So this is my colleague Millie, who's been working behind the scenes with Chris and Zara to check in on all the social media. So over to you, Millie.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Yeah, just a few messages from the social media. So first we have Samantha, who said, "Please tell Dave Fisher his family is so proud of his hard work and dedication." We have Esther, who would like to say thank you to Hayden from Happy Sundays. He's a really smashing fella who supports his clients and is so kind. And just one more to keep it quick. I've got a shout out to Nurturing Foundations and the wonderful team for the great work that they are doing in North Manchester. Thank you.
Thanks, Millie, and thanks to the social media team. Right, here's the moment you've all been waiting for. I am going to stop talking. Oh, I'm glad that didn't get too much of a cheer. That's good. Even more excitingly, it's time for the raffle. And I am afraid this man was supposed to be wearing Greg's sausage roll earrings, but he's let us down. But next year, we want to see them. So please welcome the Deputy Chief Exec of MAC, Mr. Martin Preston.
Thanks, Mike. I can see you there, Pauline. Right, very briefly. In 3 days' time, this will be an anniversary for Mike. 21 years he's been at MAC. As a 45-year-old, he started work. No, he didn't. He had a great big bushy beard when he was 16. Anyway, can we all put our hands together for Mike for a fantastic bit of comparing? Cheers, Mike. And I know it's been said, but a massive thanks to the MAC team, everybody who's mucked in as ever. Fantastic effort. Look at the end product. Let's do it then. 19 prizes. I'm going to try and rattle through these. Pauline's going to go around and ask different people, so there's no fixing here, by the way, because I have got some tickets. Right, so the first one is a bag of chocolate, and the number is... Green 174. Put your hand up if it's yours. We have a winner over there. Can we rapidly? There you go. Zainab. Number 2, second prize. If you've not had enough cake today, this is Hey Little Cupcake, and it's a £12 voucher for anything you like. It's an independent bakery in Manchester. It's got something in central Manchester, also in the Trafford Centre. Where is... there she is, Pauline. What number? Pink 200. Has anybody got Pink 200 on this table? This lady. Don't worry, we'll bring the prizes to you. Next, we've got, and it's a free 4-player game and 4 tickets for free drinks from Noops. And this is at the Electric Game Box in the Arndale. Basically, I think it's like a virtual reality type thing. You'll hear, I'm going to say it once. So when you hear Noops, because we put a few, we got that many vouchers off them that we put them together. And basically, it's quite an upmarket chocolate drink establishment in Manchester. So they use 20 different types of chocolate. If you don't like chocolate, I wouldn't go there. Right, where is she now? What? Green 3. Who bought one of the early tickets? Green 3. Anybody? Oh, Sarah. There's no fix here, come on. They might be my tickets, because what you don't know is Sarah's got mine. Right, we've now got, for Junkyard Golf, it's 2 tickets and 2 drinks. They are alcoholic, unlike what we've had today. And what have we got, Pauline? Green 5. Green number 5. Have we got a winner? It's Sarah. What have you got? Green 5. Not anymore. What happened to it? Did you eat it? Are we going again with that one? Can we have another ticket, please, Pauline? Green 5. Oh, pink 201. Pink 201. Somebody's clapping. This lady here. Right. Now we've got, this is from Avanti West Coast. Great prize this. 2 return tickets anywhere from London to Glasgow, or you can go and have a lovely time in Bangor. And the ticket is blue number 1. Blue 1. Has anybody got blue 1? Is it John? That's a fix. He only bought 1 ticket. Tight. Right, next we've got a voucher for a celebration cake and 2 tickets. Guess where from? For free drinks at Noop. And this is from La Chouette, and that's in Didsbury. Don't know, I can't even say it. And the ticket number is? Green 156. Green 156. That gentleman over there, I think, with his hand up, is it? No, lady, I apologise. I could only see an arm. My excuse is we've got blinding lights.
You literally cannot see anything up here.
Yeah. Well, 50-50. Now we've got a £25 voucher and 2 free drinks. Guess where from? Noops. And this is Fred Aldous, which is a really fancy craft shop in the Northern Quarter. You'll probably know what it is. And the ticket is? Green 160. Green 160. Anybody got green 160? It's the man again. I do apologise, madam. You can beat me after. Have I done that? Oh, I've not. I've missed one out. It doesn't matter. It's coming up. Right, I'm going to do this one. 2 tickets for the David Hockney exhibition at the Factory International. And it's going to take place in December. £25 each, these. And the winning ticket is? Blue 248. Blue 248. We've got a winner. If you like disco and you like bingo, then we've got a table for 10 at disco. It's bingo disco and it's at Grub in Cheetham Hill. And it includes a drink for everyone, not just one. It's worth 60 quid, this. Come on, what's the ticket? Blue 44. Blue 44. Has anybody got... Come on, somebody. Blue 44. At the back. Is that one of the sound engineers? There we go. This is the one that... Sarah, can you concentrate? Because I want to win this one. I'm watching you just talking. You and Michelle. This is a £50 bar tab at the King's Arms, which is near Salford Central train station. If you've not been, it is a cracking pub. And we've done a bit of a deal, haven't we, if either of us win it, Tracy? Can I have the winning ticket? Please go there. Pink 173. Oh, I'm jealous. Paul Heaton. You know Paul Heaton? He used to own it. And it's fantastic. There's a theatre in there and everything. Right, we've got Laser Quest. And guess what? 2 free drinks at Noops. And it's 2 vouchers for Laser Quest. And what's the ticket, Pauline? Blue 18. Blue 18. Blue 18. Over there. Oh, look who it is, Anushka. Another member of staff. Sorry, it isn't fixed. Isn't it just good that we're all investing money back into the sector as well? Right. If this is... We get this every year. If you've ever been to one of these, Mike has a habit of donating. Sometimes they're a bit dodgy, but they're certainly a bit obscure. Dodgy, Mike. So Mike has donated, I know you're all excited, a Blu-ray, and the film is called La Strada. And I did have a look, it's an Italian drama about a simple-minded young woman sold by her mother to a brutish circus strongman. Very romantic. And the winning ticket is Blue 73. Is anybody going to put that? We've got a winner over here. Right, I'm assuming this is a bottle of champagne, is it right? Yeah? Oh, it says champagne. Do apologise, everyone. I've been told it's champagne. It's not. It's even better. It's Prosecco. And the winning ticket is Blue 289. Blue 289. And the far table right over there. We're getting there. This is a digital gift voucher for 6 people to do a treasure hunt in Manchester. And the winning ticket is Blue 104. Blue 104. That table. Okay. This is guest list spots. I can't even say it. I put my teeth in. Guest list spots for 2 and 2 free drinks vouchers at Noops. And the guest list spots are at the Victoria Warehouse. I did have a look. There's some big acts. The Blossoms are on, and also Dizzy Rascal, which is bonkers. You wouldn't know what that means, would you, mate? Can I have a ticket number, please? Blue 237. Blue 237. You've got it. We've got a winner at the front. Okay. What a prize. Can you lift it, Zara? So Zara, who you met earlier doing the first social media feedback, she's donated a vegan hamper. And guess what? There's also a £15 voucher for Noops. The vegan hamper has apparently got a cabbage, some seaweed, an apple, a mushroom, a potato, and a banana. Yum, yum. No, it's not. There's all sorts of really nice things, isn't there? Yeah. Zara has a mission in Mac and I think elsewhere, which is to try and turn everybody into a vegan, isn't it? Vegan power. Winning ticket. Green 20. Look at that, hand delivered by Zara. Don't let her stay with you because she'll just keep talking about veganism. Okay, 2 more. No, we've got 3 more. Forgot about the big one. We've got a 1 hour off-peak voucher for a double headset room at Virtual Hideout. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds great. The winning ticket. Green 147. Green 147. Who's won the prize that we don't know what it is? Green 147. Are we gone? We're going again. Yeah, they don't want him. Blue 186. That table there. Right. Now we've got, this is an arts package from Nadia Kawafi and Stanley Chow. It's basically 3 art prints from Nadia and 2 signed pieces from Stan. They are genuinely really nice. I'm jealous whoever wins these. So, because you could basically turn your front room into a gallery and then charge people to come and see it. And the winner is Green 81. Is it Elaine? There you go. Elaine is a well-known art lover, aren't you, Elaine? Oh, is it? Are we going again with that one? Right, I'm going to do that one. I've just been informed that that one of the prizes is being drawn again. And this is the one we're going back to, the electric game box, and also, which is 4 tickets and free drinks from, anybody know where? Noops, thank you. It is, they've done well, Noops, haven't they? Everybody will be going there. What is it? Right, ticket please. Pink 25. Pink 25. Is it going again? Pink 25. Is it Richard? Lycra Man, everyone. Round of applause. He's fast and he wears very tight outfits. Thank you, Richard. Right, this is the penultimate. This is the big one you've all been waiting for. It's a Greggs voucher. Woo! It's £20 from Greggs. You know this massive this massive bakery chain that makes absolute fortunes, but we always get a voucher. The interesting thing with this is, because we've had them quite a while, haven't we? I always try and work out how many sausage rolls. That's the link to the earrings. How many sausage rolls it would buy. And what it shows to me is it's gradually gone down and down and down. Inflation-wise, the price of pasties. If you don't know or you can't guess, I'm from Wigan. What's Wigan famous for? Hey! Anyway, I worked it out. It's £1.25 for a sausage or a vegan roll, of which Mike loves them. He models them all the time. And it will buy you 16 sausage rolls. What a party. Get all your friends round. Amazing. What a Christmas. I don't know, what would you drink with a sausage roll? Yes. Unfortunately, this is the only one that doesn't come with a Newts voucher. So, there you go. Anyway, last one. Come on. Who's won the ultimate prize? Blue 499. Sausage rolls. It's that gentleman over there. Congratulations. The most popular man in the house. There he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the legend that is Martin Preston. Right, and now we are going to do the special prize, which is, how are we describing it today?
We get the, you'll know if you've been to one of these. We put together a package which we call a great night in. It includes the main things, obviously a Netflix voucher so you can get movies, but you've got some pop, crisps. There's no nuts, thank goodness. We've got chocolates, biscuits, and some party ring minis. How about that? Who's the winner? This is the one where everybody's in the draw. Who's got the box? Mike's got it. All of them are in date, by the way, because we have been accused of just putting any old crap in it. This is all in date. Jane Carroll. Where is Jane? She's over there. Have a great night in, Jane.
That's it. Thank you very much, everybody. Spirit of Manchester Awards number 12 is now done. I would just like to say thank you to the incredible staff and trustees of MAC. Thank you to our special guest, the Lord Mayor of Manchester, our venue partners, the Sheridan, and Hip Pop, who've provided all the drinks, Visair, all the award supporters who are named in the books, and all the people who've come on stage, everybody who donated to the raffle, all of you for buying tickets and bidding in the auction, our judges, our filmmakers, our photographers, everybody who nominated, everybody who voted, everybody who persuaded somebody else to vote, all of that stuff. Thank you so much for being here. Please, please tell people you know about this stuff. It makes such a difference. Have a safe journey home. We'll see you next year. Good night.